Welcome everybody to our weekly training video. This week we're talking about why some dogs just plop down or lie down or plant their paws and refuse to move on walks. This is a question that has come up several times in our free Facebook group, and so I wanted to actually spend a couple weeks talking about this. Today I'll talk about the whys, and then next week we'll talk about what to do about it. All right, so jumping into slides. Why does my dog refuse to walk? Who is this for? This is for you if your dog sometimes just stops moving on a walk and won't go forward, whether they lie down or just stand there or sit. No matter what, they're just refusing to go forward. And you're wondering why they do it. Now, why do our dogs do anything? Generally, they either do what they do to get something they want or to avoid something they don't want. And sometimes there's a little bit of both going on, and this can complicate things a little bit. Now, why does your dog plop down or freeze on walks? Think about what happens after your dog stops walking. These are the potential reinforcers for this behavior, the reason, your dog's why for doing what they do. What does it get them when they stop moving on a walk? So there are, every dog's an individual, and there are many, many reasons why a dog might stop walking. So I'm just going to discuss a few of the more common potential causes of this behavior that I have seen amongst our client dogs. Reason number one, and this is quite common in our sort of audience since we serve fearful and anxious dogs and their people. Reason number one for refusing to walk is avoiding or delaying continuing walking. And that might seem obvious, but let's talk about what that means specifically. For a lot of our anxious dogs, this could mean the dog is afraid of walking in a particular direction, particularly away from home, farther away from home. So I know some of you have dogs who are not really willing to walk more than a block or two from home. So stopping and refusing to walk may delay them moving farther from home or possibly avoid it completely. Now, of course, there are dogs who love being out on walks, and they may balk and try not to keep going forward if you're heading toward home and they don't want to go back home yet. Your dog may want to move away or toward something else on the walk, and the direction you're going is not the direction they want to go. And that could be due to them being afraid of something or having potentially experienced something positive and, over there, and you're not going that way and they want to go that way. So these are other potential reasons for refusing to walk. And then, of course, there's a possibility that walking at all after some period of time has become especially tiring or painful for your dog. If it's really hot outside or if your dog has arthritis or anything like that, these could be reasons why stopping walking would be reinforcing, right? They want to take a break, delay, or stop more walking because it hurts or it's uncomfortable. Refusing to walk, reason number two. Regardless of why your dog started this behavior originally, it can happen where it has become reinforced by food or attention. If your dog stops moving and then to get them going again, you throw food or something like that, or you try to lure them with food, that could have become a reinforcer for balking on walks, for refusing to move forward. Possibly also attention. If they find your attention in the situation reinforcing, you turn to talk to them, to pet them, that could be another reinforcer, another reason for stopping their forward movement. For dogs who really like interacting with people or other dogs, I've seen this be the apparent reinforcer for refusing to walk forward, which is social interaction. So if your dog has ever, stopped walking as a person or dog is approaching, and then they get to say hi to that person or get to sniff the dog, that could be their why. That could be the reinforcer for refusing to walk. Okay, so quick summary, some possible reasons for a dog stopping on their walk and not wanting to move forward. They could be trying to avoid something that walking will result in, whether that be moving away from home, moving toward home, pain or discomfort. They could be doing it because when they stop, you give them food or attention. They could also be doing it if it sometimes results in them being able to have interactions with people or dogs, and that's something they like. Now, again, this is not an exhaustive list. These are just 3 common scenarios that I've seen over and over again with client dogs. All right, folks, I hope this was helpful. And again, next week we'll dig into what to do if your dog freezes up, particularly if they are an anxious or fearful dog, if they go out on walks and then stop and don't want to go forward. If you'd like to be alerted about our weekly free training tips or any new classes, workshops, or discounts, please go to the link at the bottom of the screen there, dogkindtraining.com/newsletter. Then you'll be on our email list and you'll get notified of anything new we have going on. All right, everyone, have a great week. I'll see you next week.